Hey. Yeah. I wasn't supposed to start off like that.
You know, technically, you're not supposed to vape, right?
Hey, everyone. What's going on? Anybody there? Anybody still there? Yeah, I had a test stream. I was having problems with sound. My sound wasn't working. So I had to switch out to the mic that I normally use for RP. So I hope I didn't lose too many of you. Hey, I'm doing a soda review today. And yeah, I'm doing a soda review. And I hope y'all are tuning in. Yeah, technical difficulties, folks. Technical difficulties. My mic wasn't working, and I went on to try to fix the issue, do a test stream, see if anybody knew what was going on. And, well, here we have it. We're on the old mic right now, and we're going to do a soda review. I've got a couple things that I want to get out. Let's get into this. And today, this soda review is going to be McFuddy. McFuddy. Mick and Mac. Mac and Mick. This is McFuddy's. It was created the same day. Well, the first bottle of this went on sale the same day we entered World War II. Yeah, it goes back to the 1940s. Flint, Michigan. And you can see this bottle is just beautiful. It's a beautiful bottle. Bottle cap up here. McFuddy. You know, they got that little Irish thing going on. You got to have the Irish thing going on, you know. So we're going to see what this is. We're going to see what it's like. This is McFuddy's Pepper Elixir. This is bottled by Orca. The original McFuddy's no longer exists. So Orca is somewhere up in Washington. You can look that information up. The name is very hard to pronounce. And they make different gourmet sodas and everything else. So, yeah, we've got that going on. Look at that. This is the problem with the big mic, is the big mic picks up everything. And I do mean everything. So let's pop the top on this bad boy, huh? We're going to pop the top here. Open it up. Oh, it's got fizz. Gotta love fizz. Bottle opener. Dog tags. Can you read that okay? See that? United States Marine Corps. Here we go. Oh, and the truck decides it wants to start. Wonderful. I'm not having a good day, folks. Not at all. I'd lose my mind if I had one. Interesting. Very, very interesting aroma coming out of here. A kind of fruity aroma. Distinctively strong. Cures timidness, satisfies the daring. Alright. Looks like a beer bottle. probably don't want to be drinking this driving down the road. They might think that you've got an open container of something, and especially when you're a truck driver. Ben, how you doing? Especially if you're a truck driver, you probably don't want to be drinking something that looks like this, even if it's harmless. You know, perception's 9/10 of the law. So we're coming in here. We're going to take a sip now. By the way, I'm imagining this probably tastes like Dr. Pepper. Pepper elixir. Kind of draw that conclusion, I guess. It kind of is like Dr. Pepper. Ooh, it's got a kick at the end. Oh my gosh, that's good. It's definitely got a kick at the end. Let's get another sip. And actually, I have to say this is a little bit better than Dr. Pepper. Most definitely. Wow. It's got that, it does have a fruity flavor. It definitely has a kick at the end. This is one that you don't necessarily have to drink cold. All right. It probably tastes better the warmer it is. And I'm being honest. There are some sodas that are meant to be joined as they're meant to be enjoyed warm. I know the deal is going out to the beach with a nice cold soda and staying cool, not hydrated because it's mostly sugar. But, hey, it's good. McFuddy, definitely. Like I said, Orca bottles this now. The original company is no longer around. It does have a Dr. Pepper type deal. It's really good. I most definitely would buy this again. So I'm doing a live stream again. Live stream vlog again. And I'd like to know something. How many of you would like to, would have ever liked to act in anything, I was talking it over with the Pit Viper. They're at Viper's Pit. Check them out. If you like toys, if you like nostalgia, Viper's Pit, I'm telling you, he does amazing things with old G.I. Joes and the like, and he explains everything. Viper's Pit is off the chart. Check him out. You might see him in the chat sometime. Yeah, I've known Julio for years. There might be someone else watching in. I don't know. His name's David, and if he's watching, I grew up with him in Tip City, Ohio. He is one of my best friends for a long, long time. So, David, if you're out there, this one's on you, man. But anyway, I want to do a casting call. I want to do some audio dramas on the channel. I can't pay anything. Unfortunately, being like the rest of the world, I am broke. Completely. So, I want to do a casting call. Ben, could you put my Discord information up for anybody that joins? stupid when it comes to this stuff, folks. Let me tell you, very stupid when it comes to technology. Hey, I'm learning as I go. I'm learning as I go, and I'm better than I was last year when I started doing all this video stuff. We're going to be, I'm going to be actually doing a casting call for a couple of things. Just a few people. Like I said, I can't pay. This will be featured on Victus Videos, but you guys will have the right to show it on your own channels if that's something that you want to do, and something that you want to look into. But Pit Viper and I were talking about it, and maybe I ought to write a couple audio dramas and see how it goes. It's basically what I wanted to do with Dixon Bell anyway, so we're going to try that. Now, Wrestling Ruckus, I haven't really done Wrestling Ruckus in a while. Hey, look, good guys last forever. Scott Hall, Wolfpack. We're a couple of days ago we lost Ole Anderson. And Ole Anderson, if you've ever watched professional wrestling back in the 1980s, Ole Anderson was the person that ran Georgia Championship Wrestling. That was on TBS, religiously on TBS, usually on Saturday nights at 6:05. And Ole Anderson ran Georgia Championship Wrestling, which is what eventually became Crockett, and then eventually became WCW. And Ole Anderson, he started out in wrestling in the 1960s. He was part of a group called the Minnesota Wrecking Crew. There he tagged with his brother Gene, and later on with his kayfabe brother, Arn Anderson. You know, Triple A, Arn Anderson. Hangs out with Ric Flair. Well, anyway, Ole Anderson passed away a couple of days ago. He was born in 1942. A lot of people, when they talk professional wrestling, they will sit there and tell you that Ole Anderson was not necessarily a nice guy. He was just miserable guy to the boys. But as a fan, I found NWA, especially Georgia Championship Wrestling, a hell of a lot better than I found WWE. I mean, I started out watching wrestling in the 1980s, probably around 85 or 86. And, yeah, I started out as one of them Hulkamaniacs. Let me tell you something, brother. You know, started watching wrestling in about 1985 or 86, and I started out as a Hulkamaniac, and then I saw Ric Flair versus Ricky the Dragon Steamboat, and I tell you what, Hogan went bye-bye. I preferred Georgia Championship Wrestling. I preferred Crockett. I preferred WCW. And not as cartoonish, not as anything like that. And Ole Anderson, he had a habit of rubbing the wrestlers the wrong way. But as a fan, thank you, Ole, for everything that you gave us while you were alive, and you know, you will be missed. That brings me to today. Today I found out that Virgil also passed away. And when you were watching wrestling in the 1980s, there was a guy, his name was the $1 Million Man. Everybody's got a price. The $1 Million Man, Ted DiBiase. And he had a bodyguard. His bodyguard's name was Virgil. And anytime Ted DiBiase went anywhere, Virgil was with him. And around 1990, 1991, Virgil broke away from the $1 Million Man and became his own person, and actually beat the $1 Million Man for the $1 Million title, and then disappeared because unfortunately with wrestling, the wrestlers do have a lot of problems backstage that you don't hear about very often, and when you do hear about it, usually it's in the headlines of a newspaper, and when it gets that far, it's done. God damn, I'm loving this. I'm probably the only one. I'm probably the only one that does this for you all. Well, anyway, Virgil passed away today, and I know he was down on his luck, and hopefully Virgil has found peace in his life, and hope we'll miss you, man. We'll miss you. In fact, we'll be watching some of those old wrestling matches with the $1 Million Man, I'm sure, here real soon, just to honor Virgil. What's going on with me? Well, I'm still busy, but it looks like things are slowing down, which means you might see a stream here and there. Like I said last week, I'm not planning on doing the live streams for OCRP. I'm not planning on doing a lot of live streams for BCRP. Basically, it's going to have to be something special. So you might see a live stream tomorrow. You might not. It depends. But I will definitely be online in the next couple of days. And so if you're watching Ben Cooper, or you're watching any of those guys from BCRP, or you're watching Boomsicle, or those guys from OCRP, you might see me running around. But I'm not sure if I'm going to stream that stuff or not. Let's be honest. I'm not that great of a streamer, folks. It took me 19 minutes just to get going on this stream, and I've lost every single one of my viewers, so oh well, it is what it is. Take it easy, and we'll see you next time.